from when I found that barrel and today, the whiskey world has changed quite a bit, and the demand for single
I'm sorry, how
barrels.
many years have you been doing this?
Right, I know it's crazy. It's really
It's been
crazy.
7 months.
I know. It's wild. It's wild. The
No,
demand
seriously,
for
how much in the last seven? We're talking like a touch over half year. How much has the whiskey world changed?
well, as far as previously,
I
a
totally don't know, and I imagine many of the listeners also. I'm very curious.
right, yeah. So I mean, previously, what was driving a lot of this was people trying to find these like unicorns, like Pappies and Wellers and things like that. They were like on
Mm,
the hunt,
yeah.
and those are highly allocated, and they come, few and far between. And by only looking for those, again, you're missing out on a lot of great whiskey.
Mm,
And so a lot of the focus, because of how frustrating that hunt has been, a lot of the focus has now shifted from that to doing barrel picks. Because when you have a barrel pick, what's really cool is that every single barrel is unique. And so you could try even within, you could have two barrels exactly the same according to the specifications. They
mhm.
sat right next to each other, but the taste profile could be totally different. How has the industry changed? Well, the industry's changed because the demand for these single barrels has exploded.
You're saying
Um,
in the last 7 months it's exploded, as if the bourbon demand for the last 5 years, 10 years hasn't already shot up so much.
definitely, definitely. I'll tell you this. So this is just anecdotally.
This
When I
sounds like the
picked,
pandemic also has helped drive that, right?
oh, absolutely, definitely.
Really? Wow.
People not wanting to go out to the liquor store and being in all these whiskey groups, for sure. But
Wow.
the Hebrew Hammer, when I picked that barrel, I could have gotten two other barrels, like sister barrels, along with it. So I could have gotten three barrels right then. And I was afraid I couldn't even get rid of the one barrel. So I obviously I turned them down. And now it's just like a pipe dream to ever have that again.
Mm,
It's just I'm
wow.
kicking myself, but
Wow.
yeah, that's just anecdotally, just so you see, like the demand is just crazy now. I know a lot of
Wow.
companies are just not, they just stopped their single barrel programs because they're not
Mhm.
going to have enough whiskey, for their regular product offerings.
Really?
It's crazy.
Wow.
And what that means really is that, because remember, when a distillery has a 14-year-old whiskey, that means that whiskey sat there for 14 years and they couldn't sell it, they couldn't do anything with it, right?
What do you
So
mean they couldn't? They decided not to, or they just didn't have the demand?
well, no, the demand is there, but like if you have a 6-year whiskey, you could sell it at 6 years and you have the money right then. But if
Mm,
you want to age it for another 8 years, that's 8 years of you not getting that money for it.
mm,
So you're hoping that it's going to become more valuable then, and that you'll be able to sell it for more. But
mm.
that time is an investment. And so I think with all this demand right now, fewer distilleries are stashing away barrels to age longer
Mm.
to meet the demand, I think.
So not so many barrels lasting for double-digit years.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
think I think we're not going to see it so much now. I think probably in a few years from now, we're really going to see much younger on average whiskey.
Just because so much demand.
Right.